show me, show me, show me. Show me which bitterness make you feel alive. Show me, show me, show me. As soon as I reach inside the fed, it's drink, we drink, first when I go in is to the bar. It's drink, we drink, bartender hurry, don't take too long.
WEFM is SPG.
Activated Mornings on WEFM 99.9 is on now.
Welcome back, St. Vincent and the Grenadines. The time is 9:23, soon to be 9:24 here in St. Vincent and the Eastern Caribbean. It's that time of Activated Mornings where we have our Talk to Me, our open forum. The number to call is 457-9997. Also, the number to WhatsApp 457-9997, where you can also place calls. We're live on YouTube and Facebook at WFM99SVG. Now, Roleza has a topic this morning that she would like to introduce.
How you say it so? How you say it so? Like it's something on my mind. It's not my mind. It's just a topic for discussion. All right?
It's there in your mind.
It's there in my mind.
It's there in your mind. Prove
right.
it.
All right. So I came across a post yesterday, right? And somebody said, it's really weird when people don't post their partners on social media. All right? And then somebody commented, if you're beautiful and you post a man, all of a sudden everybody wants that man and his value increases to other women. Sorry, but no. Only I am allowed to think you're great. And they laughed and also gave an evil eye. All right. So do people think that they should advertise, quote unquote, the person who they are with? And if they do advertise the person that they're with, is it inviting other persons to, maybe try to become a part of this relationship or maybe take this person away from you? Ari, do you post your partner?
My last relationship, I posted my partner. Yeah, I posted my partner a lot.
Yeah?
A lot.
Why did you post your partner?
I don't know. I just feel like I had something great and I wanted to show it off. I want to show you off. Show you off.
Right.
But I will not post somebody that I'm not with. Or if I do, it will be like in close friends or something with like 5-10 people. But generally, I won't post somebody that I am not in a relationship with publicly because number one, I don't know if you're out there embarrassing me. Number two, as the post said, people only want your toy when they see you playing with it, and the toy will be there all the time, looking shiny, looking good. As soon as they're like, well, if this person could date this person, then so can I. Yeah. Let the games begin. And honestly, a lot of persons believe that there's a level of peace that comes with privacy. Not secrets, privacy. And usually when you have a partner and you post the partner, you're public about the partner, then you have these people, oh, you're with this person, did you know that in 1955, his grandfather, like that's how it goes. That's how it goes. So people tend to, I understand why people don't want to post their partners. And then there's the other end of the spectrum where some people just up to no good.
All right. So my opinion on this, I personally have never posted a partner, I suppose, because it never felt sure enough, I suppose. However you did define that. Because I think, to me, unless it's a case where I know that let's say we heading towards marriage and you had an engagement maybe at that point in time, then it is when it is I would post, because I would know that at this point it's really serious and this is hopefully for the long haul, right? However, on the flip side of that, I like people posting their partners. You know why? I need to know if a man is, quote unquote, checking me, that I can go through his profile to see who it is that he's with. I always remember an occasion where a friend of mine, a Sunday night, just stay home, just normal. And a friend of mine messaged me, Roleza, what's your Facebook email address and password? And I handed it to her. But because it's my good friend, I could understand why. This is nothing more than somebody who is a friend of mine whose profile she wants to go through. Because as women, we have to do our background searches, our due diligence, right? She told me afterwards who it was that she was looking for, but at that time, she didn't necessarily feel like she needed to let me into her business, which was totally fine, right? Totally understandable. But the thing of it is that I need for people to post who they're with, because if a guy comes to me and he's checking me, I need to be able to go through the profile and say, you know what? You already have a woman. Just leave me alone.
That's fair. Somebody said some of us value our privacy.
Yeah. All right. So you can lend your voice to the discussion. The topic is, should persons post their partners, or do you post your partners? So the number to contribute to this discussion on WhatsApp and to call in is 457-9997.
Now, answers on the live. Some of us value our privacy, not everything for social media. But, and before social media, we used to be making newspaper announcements and all these things, and blogs and vlogs, and what was the other thing besides new telegraphs? And people used to know who people with.
But you know, right? But that was generally the point of marriage, because if you look back in the old newspapers, when there were wedding announcements, that's when you saw them appear inside the newspapers. But before that, so now we have social media, and yeah, and you know, one of the other things so is that it's so easy to misconstrue that persons are in a relationship. Like if you see somebody 2 times too often with somebody, did they? What happened?
I don't know. Once again, the number to call 457-9997. Also the number to WhatsApp 457-9997 to lend your voice to the discussion and say, don't let us fight. But it's true. You used to know. And then before people used to take their vehicles, you used to be able to see.
And that's why the vehicles need to be untinted as well.
Don't get me started this morning.
That's why the vehicles need to be untinted as well. All right.
Gets me started. But I don't know. There's so many different levels to things. When there is, some people want privacy, some people want peace, some people don't care enough to do it.
Yeah.
Because there are some people, like, as you get older, first it used to be, let me update everyone on what I'm doing. Then it's like, I don't need to do that. I'm in a relationship, I'm happy. Some people just don't have the time to do that as well. And then, of course, there's the other end where some people just up to no good.
Yeah. And the thing, I mean, so I can understand the issue of privacy, right? It's, as Ari said, there's a difference between privacy and secrecy, right? And I know that there are some persons who, you know, they're in and out of relationships a lot. So they do not necessarily want to have to be posting pictures to have to go take all of them down afterwards. So that I can understand as well. But I don't know. I know from my end, I value my privacy a lot. But when it comes to, you know, sometimes men lie, and they lie plenty. And yeah, we would like to know what is happening.
I feel people lie.
No, I just threw that job in general. I just threw that job.
No, I know you're throwing a job, but I feel people lie.
Yeah.
And sometimes you really have to go through people's You know, it's funny. I have friends who have had partners for years and never once posted a partner, but they're not up to anything. They just...
Yeah, and it's the same thing with some friends of mine. Like they've been with persons for years. Like even a friend of mine got married. They've been married for a while, and to this they haven't seen a wedding picture. I mean, if the lady's first, her name changed on Facebook. She added her partner's name, her husband's name, but there isn't a single picture of them being married. And it wasn't until I knew about the wedding beforehand, but it was after when her surname, the surname was added. And someone was like, they got married. And I was like, yeah, they got married, you know? So, but yeah, I guess to each their own. You have to be comfortable. I know that you use the term that you had something good. So you wanted, I don't think you used the word show off, but you were proud of who it was that you were with, right? So you did not have a problem. But, you know, there are some women who may feel as though, okay, so if he doesn't post me, is he actually with me? Or is he proud to have me, right? So every once in a while, you know, maybe, but I'm not talking plenty of things in one and I'm going off on different tangents. But anyhow, you know, there's this other thing too where on WhatsApp, you could do a status where only one person can view it. So even with, let's say you're posting your significant partner, if that partner wants that reassurance of being posted, you could actually set it to only just that partner seeing that post and not the rest of your contacts, you know. So I think sometimes, you know, it's
wicked.
Tell you plenty scheming out there, you know? even with that, it's that reassurance. Is it enough to know that somebody's together when you see them, let's say, in public together, as opposed to being advertised on social media? Is a relationship secure enough if you don't see persons posting? So I guess it's all these things that us quote unquote younger people have to think about and to consider.
Someone says, "Good morning, guys. I don't think people should post their partner. I think people should be truthful about themselves." I went deep. I think once you're in a committed relationship, why advertise? And again, social media has a way of creating havoc for people. Like someone with a hidden agenda claims they see your man going into someone's house, not knowing the circumstances, and start a big thing. She thinks she have the man, but I see him going into someone's house.
Yeah.
That happens with or without social media. But then you see when people are super public with their relationships, they're inviting other people.
But it's not even that, when you talk about being super public as well, too, we always talk about this thing about social media and using social media as a front, in that you are going on, you're constantly advertising your relationship or advertising the person that you're with. All the while, your relationship isn't a healthy one.
I always say that.
Yeah, you're going through challenges, but because you do not want for the rest of the world maybe to know, you're not ready to acknowledge it. You continue constantly posting.
I thought you were going to say a lot of women are beds, and that's why
no, Ari.
That's why they are sort of men social media like that, because they are beards. What was the point? You had just said something.
Not being comfortable, relationships being front, putting up a front for the rest of society.
I always say when you see people posting their partner, often something is wrong. Something's just not right. Something is just not right. It's like you're compensating. Thank you. Overcompensating, and in most cases, at least from what I've seen, that is the case. Like, okay, I need to post this guy every day. Why? Because I did something wrong.
Because I love him every day. Because I love him every day.
I need to remind people.
And I need to remind him that I love him every day. All right. But there's another thing too that I actually enjoy seeing couples posting pictures of themselves.
I like seeing the cute joint accounts.
Oh no, I don't like.
I like those. I like those. I see them on TikTok all the time. They always have a bunch of, like, for instance, there was this one where a woman is doing like this. If you're being abused, tell me no. This is a sign, and a husband in the back folding clothes.
Okay, right.
They're cute and funny.
Yeah, but the reason why I brought it up is like there are persons on my WhatsApp status who, as couples, who I would see like mushy and that kind of thing, and I actually like to see it because sometimes depending on where you are currently in your life, you have a particular outlook on what relationships are, right? And then when I see some of them, they all lovey-dovey, they in matching outfits. So there's one couple in particular, but I ain't gonna call their name on it. But matching outfits because the wife would make the outfits for both of them, right?
No. If I see I would do it on my profile, especially on Instagram and Facebook, I just see like message page.
Nah, I love to see
that is your husband or that is your wife, and just delete my account.
Yeah,
I some mystery in your life.
I love to see it because I think sometimes it gives you like there's hope. There is hope.
Nah, me want to hope. Don't depress me. I did single you over there happy now.
But that
because
is the thing.
Of problems.
But that is the thing. That is the encouragement to know. And you're doing like Crystal right now, and I feel like taking that away.
I am so sorry.
All right. It's given me hope that a long-term relationship is possible. That it is possible to love somebody after you've seen so many persons going through relationships and they fall out, marriage is not working out, etc. It gives a little bit of a hope.
Someone says, I believe that some people are afraid to be surprised that they are not the only person with that person.
Agreed.
Man, at the end of the day, post you or don't post you or is really and truly your business. If that is all your partner value, then you have a deeper problem than not being posted.
And what about a case where one partner posts the other, but the other person doesn't post? So like you would post your girlfriend, but your girlfriend never posts you.
I would think that's odd. Honestly, I would think that's odd. I should respect that people have different personalities and people maybe I have more free time to be making these posts or whatever. Maybe I am trying to build content or whatever. There could be many reasons. But if I see that I am posting my post and showing off my post, and my person not posting me, I'd be like, nah, what you up to over there? Something wrong here. Something. Oh, I am tagging you and you're not reposting. Nah, something wrong.
I think that is where tensions may sort of start. But again, as Ari said, you also have to know your partner and know what it is that they like. There are some of us who are more visible on social media.
Mhm.
And like I always thought of there's one person that I dated and he isn't into social media at all. And I'm there like, say if we get married, what's going to happen? Because he doesn't like pictures at all. And I'm saying, but if we had gotten married and what's going to happen? Hey, it might just be this one picture that will go up and that's it. But I suppose it's respecting the other person, but I think they dropping the picture every once in a while wouldn't hurt.
I say there's a couple that I know. They're not living in St. Vincent. The girlfriend has a lot of posts on Instagram with the boyfriend, with both of them together. And the boyfriend, he just has like maybe 2-3 pictures on Instagram of himself. And I think it's clear what's happening there because she has on like 100, 200 and something posts, and he just has 3. So it's a simple case of him just not being interested in
social media
like that. So
but
it really depends.
Yeah, and I think sometimes you maybe not put so much pressure on your partner in a sense with social media is concerned. If you think that your relationship is happy and healthy, then that there is some bliss in terms of being out of the public's eye. But as I said before, when you had to do a little bit of a background check and just to make sure, this is where the social media comes into play.
I mean, there's no problem with that. There's no problem. Everybody needs to do background checks. Everybody needs to know what they're involved in. This, you don't study for your exams. You do the research before you go to a job interview.
Yeah, that's the thing. Maybe like ask around. I'll try to ask around a way because I think we tend to date within our circles in a sense. So somebody would know. So even if let's say you do your checks on social media and it's not turning up the results that you want to see. Ask around and try to ask around in a way that it doesn't draw attention or somebody doesn't go back and tell this person. But you really have to try to safeguard yourself with relationships, especially because it's rough out there, people. It's rough.
Yeah. But the time is 9:40. We have to break now for our community dateline here on 99.9, the Clean Fresh Sound.